The Great Wolf. You scared yet, Paige? That's what Celeste asked me. Her pale face was lit up by the blue moonlight. I rode beside her on my bike. Crystal led the pack, with Cecil a short distance behind her, and Celeste and I hanging back a few feet. Hurry up, slowpokes, Crystal said over her shoulder. We have another mile and a half to go, and time is getting short. Scared? Celeste asked me again and shot a toothy smile. I didn't feel scared, just a little anxious. Here we were in the middle of the night, pedaling our mountain bikes through the Arizona desert on our way to Superstition Mountains. They said the Great Wolf prowled the desert on the full moon each month, but seeing him was hit or miss. Tonight, when the full moon was bigger and brighter than any other of the year, there was no doubt that the Great Wolf would be out. It was light enough to see the curvy trail ahead of us. We were 3 miles from Crystal's house, which is on the outskirts of town. In just a few months, my life had been transformed. I was a transfer student from Oak Park, Illinois. There were no deserts, no mountains in Oak Park. Sure, we had our share of full moons, but nothing like this. A blue orb hanging low in the cloudless sky. My dad got a consulting job out here in the Southwest, and my family and I moved. I'd never moved before in my life, spending all my 15 years in Illinois with the friends I grew up with. It's tough to make new friends in a new school. The first few weeks in Arizona, I tried to make friends, but I wasn't very successful. Most of the kids had grown up together and already had enough friends. Then one day in biology class, I didn't have a lab partner as usual, so I was partnered with Celeste. We sat near Crystal and Cecil, who were lab partners. We had to dissect a worm, which was disgusting, but Celeste made it fun. Together, we mostly laughed as we identified worm organs. Our teacher, Mr. Bradfield, told us numerous times to quiet down or we'd all be visiting the principal's office. Apparently, science is officially serious business. After that, Celeste, Crystal, Cecil, and I started hanging out together. We had sleepovers at my house. We didn't sleep much, mostly just talked all night about music, school, teachers, parents, and boys. These girls saved my life. At first, I felt like I was dying in Arizona. Every day at lunch, I sat alone. I walked to and from school by myself while kids went joyriding past, laughing their hip-hop thumping through the speakers. But thanks to my new friends, my social life was revitalized. I was having more fun than I'd had in a long, long time. And here we were, on our way to see the mysterious Great Wolf. I wasn't sure I believed the girls. Mostly all the Great Wolf talk seemed like an excuse to go for a night bike ride. The mountains were about 5 miles from Crystal's house. We climbed onto our bikes and were off on our nocturnal adventure. Who cares if we actually see this Great Wolf? It was all about the journey. Just about there, Crystal said. I wondered how she could see at night through the raven black hair hanging over her milky amber eyes. You having fun yet, Paige? Cecil asked. Her honey-colored hair was like a halo around her head in the moon's ghostly light. All the fun you guys can throw at me, I challenged. Bring it on. Don't you worry, Celeste said, flashing her toothy smile again. You're going to have more fun than you can handle. They were just trying to freak me out a little. Well, it wasn't working. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. These girls were going to have to show me something totally amazing if they wanted to get to me. Getting mysterious, are we? Huh? Sorry, pack members. Remember, this is getting serious, isn't it? What do we need to lock up our bikes for? I asked. There's nobody around for miles. Crystal had uncoiled the bike chain that had been wrapped around her like a black snake. Never can be too careful, Paige, Crystal said, turning the chain through the front tires of all 4 bikes. She locked in with a tiny key on her keychain. We hiked single file up the steep mountain path. I had brought along a flashlight, but I didn't need to turn it on. The moonlight made it seem almost like high noon. I could see details of the valley below. Sagebrush, rocks, cactus mostly. It all took on an eerie presence in the glow of the moonlight and the throbbing silence of night. Just another 50 yards, girls, Crystal said. Keep up with me. We reached the top of the mountain finally. The moon was so big and so bright up there, I felt like I could reach out and touch it. After we waited in silence for about 15 minutes, I had to ask, so where's this great wolf I've heard so much about? And believe me, I had heard about it all week, all month. In fact, according to legend, or so the girls had told me, the great wolf was a protector of an ancient society that once occupied this barren landscape. Over the centuries, hunters destroyed so many wolves that very few, if any, exist in the United States anymore. They were pushed back into the far reaches of the north, where hunters with their traps and rifles couldn't reach them. But somehow the great wolf was able to survive, to hide from generations of hunters. The ancient people were no longer here, but the great wolf was, forever prowling the night. I was told this was no ordinary wolf. It was in fact a man wolf. Maybe that's why nobody could find it. Only the right wait. Talking too fast. Only on the night of the full moon would this man turn into a wolf. But how could a person live for so many centuries? Maybe there were generations of these wolf people, or maybe it was all just some story. The girls claimed it was more than a myth or legend. It was absolute fact. They'd seen the wolf. All you need is a little patience, Cecil said. Crystal shut Cecil. Keep it down. We want to see it. I just have one question, I whispered to my friends. If this is some kind of werewolf, won't it want to kill us and eat us? I looked into their eyes. I mean, come on, isn't that what werewolves do? That's part of the thrill, Crystal said. Her tone took on a deadly seriousness. As long as you don't disturb the desert, we'll be fine. Or not, Cecil said with a devious smile. 2 hours had gone by. I was cold, tired, and annoyed. Okay, I finally said, the joke's over. I fell for it. Let's go. Yep, I fell for it, just like I had when I was 7 and went camping with my Uncle Pete. He took me snipe hunting, and I had to take 2 sticks, clack them together, walk into the woods, and mimic the cry of the snipe. After about an hour of doing this, I returned to camp. My uncle and dad had a laugh on me. There are no snipe. It's just a rite of passage, Paige, Uncle Pete said. Every kid's got a snipe hunt once in their life. So now I'd been duped twice. Ha ha, I wanted to go home. I felt foolish enough. Come on, I said to the girls. Let's go home and watch some videos or something. The girls moved in closer, surrounding me. But the wait's over, Paige. The wolf is here, Cecil said. Except there's a surprise, Celeste said. There isn't one great wolf. There are 3, she smiled and then added. You scared now, Paige? I will admit it, I was scared. Before me, my 3 friends transformed into beasts, into moonlight monsters. All 3 of them hunched over, their eyes glowing in the shadows. I snapped on my flashlight. Crystal bared her sharp wolf teeth at me. They were long and pearly white. Playtime's over, Paige. The key to the bike chain was on the ground. It shimmered in the silver light. Can you make it back to the bikes before we transform and hunt you down? Run, rabbit, run, Cecil said with that terrible smile. We're coming to get you. Nothing personal, Paige, Celeste said. We have to hunt for human prey on this night every year. It's the law. I snatched up the key and took off down the mountain as fast as I could. What law was Celeste talking about? I didn't wait around to find out. I could see the bikes at the bottom of the mountain, about 300 yards away. Freedom! Behind me, I heard howls. Wolf howls. They were closer than I thought. Does Paige make it to the bottom? Does Paige make it to the mountain bikes in time to escape, or is she hunted down by her wolfish friends? That is up to you. So, hope you liked the story of the Great Wolf. That's my personal favorite. And yeah. So, How would you end this for Paige? Paige, let me know. And what do you call a dentist who cleans werewolf's teeth? Insane. Ha. Oh man, I think I'm about to become a great wolf myself. Anyway, that completes this video. So tell me how you think this story should end. And until next time, this is Spirit Alpha signing out. I'll see you guys back in the pack. How